Wow, tonight we are really having connection issues, aren't we? I'm still not sure if it's all good because I'm seeing red errors on my end, so I really hope it's gonna just settle, you know? Hi Robin, glad you're still here. You've got so much patience. Yeah, if it doesn't work now, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to call it quits for the night. Because yeah, it's been awful. I had to go all the way downstairs, reset the modem, um, and yeah, it's still giving me issues. So we will see. You know, hopefully it settles down a little bit. By the way, what was that? The dragon emote you posted earlier, the Tomlin one. I saw that. That's pretty cool. I like that emote. But yeah, I will pull back the references. Yeah, that one, that one. What is that? That is so cool. I like that one. So yeah, we'll see. Now I will get started. Hopefully I can actually make some progress on these sketches tonight, you know? So much drama tonight with all the internet troubles I'm having. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to place an order for some A3 watercolor paper. So Absinthe actually recommended I purchase, you know, some Archie's hot press watercolor paper because that's apparently what he uses. So I'm waiting on my order to arrive, but that's for A4, and because this is an A3 drawing, I'm definitely going to need to order some A3 as well if I want to do this in traditional watercolor. So yeah, I'm going to try and place an order tomorrow. Hi Ichben, how are you? Hope you're doing well. This adorable little ratty hand over here. You think so? How am I? Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, other than having a lot of connection issues today. Like if that were not, you know, hassling me right now, I would be very good. But because that was a bit of a pain earlier, so I'm just sort of crossing fingers and hoping it'll leave me alone. So far, it's been okay. So maybe we'll luck out, you know. But yeah, I'm just working on my little rat commission over here. So I've been commissioned to draw these 3 rats. So this over here is Twitch, this is Tremble, and this is Lenny. Lenny is a wise wizard rat. He's a bit older than the other 2. He's also really pudgy. And then we've got Tremble. So Tremble is a sleepy rat, and he's also really nice and fat and pudgy. So these 2 are the fat ones, and then we've got Twitch over here, and Twitch got his ear bitten off by, well, at least part of his ear bitten off by Tremble because he stuck his nose in places it wasn't meant to be. So yeah, he sort of, I guess, worked a bit on Tremble's nerves, but yeah, so he's a bit of a pirate rat. So I tried to bring their personalities out. Hopefully that shows, you know. So at the moment, I'm just working up this, this sketch, and hopefully I can transfer it to actual watercolor paper soon. Hi Absinthe! I'm waiting on that hot press Archie's watercolor paper that you recommended. Hopefully it'll get here soon. I'm really excited. So yeah, can't wait to get my hands on that. It's great being able to ask some other artist friends, you know, for some good recommendations if you don't know what materials to buy. So know, best to ask someone who's already tried it. That's always very convenient. So obviously if I do this, you know, if I color this in Procreate, it's going to go a lot quicker, but I'm really keen to do them with traditional watercolor if I can. Hi Marimune, how are you? Hope you've been well. How was your weekend? You're good? That's awesome. Your blood red name is quite striking. Shows up pretty well. I've been itching to draw rats lately, so I'm really glad that I get to work on this commission. It's super awesome. Because I think the last time I did a rat was, yeah, the watercolor piece I colored for Rin's Accomplice. So I streamed that one. There's a YouTube video of it up. That was the last time I worked on a rat, so I really love my ratties. You did a doodle and didn't expect to see that, so later you will continue on that and create something. Wait, you did a doodle of what? What exactly? Hello darkness, my old friend, yeah. Hi Threek Dog, how are you? How have you been? I'm really good. I hope you are too. Yeah, it's been a busy weekend. Everything's sort of like hectic before Christmas for me because everybody wants commissions. So mostly favors for friends, you know, and like it's all great, but they're all like trying to get in before Christmas, and so it's a bit of a push. So I always put my paid clients first because, you know, they're the ones that are really supporting the ongoing process of this work, so obviously they need to be prioritized. Oh yes, art and materials are about the only things you can give actual advice about. In every other aspect of life you're clueless. Oh, I think that's all of us. I think that's all of us. You have something great in mind for the doodle. Ah, can't wait to see. That sounds exciting. You know? I think rats are pretty curious little creatures. They're very tricky to draw as well because they're different from mice. And I feel like we want to draw them similar to mice, but they're not the same. And it's kind of confusing at times. So I feel like I need to make his foot a bit bigger than that. A bit longer, but I'll have a look. Don't want to change it too much if I don't need to. So these routes are a commission? Yes, yes they are. So it'll be a watercolor piece or a digitally colored piece. Still, I'll figure it out. If I don't get my watercolor paper in time, it'll be a Procreate piece. Otherwise I'll just do it in watercolor. I'll see. If I'm really pressed for time, I probably won't be able to, because it means I need to essentially redraw it twice. But you know. So this is not, it's not going to be, I'm not going to do the watercolor on this. It's going to be redrawn if I do decide to do so. That's not an issue, you know? So I had a pretty crazy start to my stream today. I accidentally, I lost my AirPods and in trying to find them, I tipped over one of my pots in my studio and then I spilled all the soil all over the studio. So I've got a lot to clean up after I finish. Might do it tomorrow and just leave it for the night because I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, seems like everything tonight's trying to go wrong, you know? Sometimes you just get those days. Hi Dark Guy, how are you? I heard you were streaming earlier. Or did you just stop? Time for the Vermintide. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're working on this Ratty commission. Actually, your whole year has been like that? Really? Oh no. That's awful, Absinthe. I looked through your Instagram account the other day and I noticed you did some, it looked like screen printing or something. I don't know what it is, but like some larger scale printing things you did with someone else. It may have been like really far down your account because I got really like invested looking through all your art, so I stalked a little bit. Oh, thank you for the host, Hovanes. Long time no see. How have you been? You were looking for streamers to raid since this is the first time raiding, so you thought I would be streaming, but unfortunately I wasn't, so you raided another streamer who you love as well. Oh, right. Yeah, I was streaming actually, but my connection dropped out, and so yeah, it's been a bit of a hassle getting it back online. I think I had 3 goes to try and get back online, but that's alright. Ziggy, how are you? So yeah, hopefully we'll finally have a stable stream, you know? You're driving home, bad connection, but you missed us guys. Oh, just finished work. 40 minutes drive now, but you'll try to safely hurry. Oh, well, at least you can listen. Like, you know, you can put the stream on audio and listen in, but yeah, definitely don't watch. You want to get home safe for sure. You hyped me up? Wait, with what? Oh, that's a bummer. You had some really nice viewers who would have really seen my work. Oh, that guy. Thank you, though. Thank you for, you know, thinking of me. That means a lot, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Always another time, you know. So what were you working on when you were streaming? I heard that you were doing a new piece. Yeah, it's an unofficial piece, creating something different. You're going to keep your evening and night streams for official work. Ah, so what do you mean by official work exactly? Spooky Instagram art, very nicely done though. Thank you, thank you. Slowly but surely, you'll have a good rhythm to the stream times, isn't it? Yeah, I think once you start out, I mean, even for me now, after I've been streaming for a little bit longer, I still don't feel like I quite have it down, don't quite have a time that works really well. But I think there's a couple of different factors to that, I figured that sometimes, it comes down to not having, a piece to work on ready. So sometimes, I finish off a piece and I won't really have a new piece to just get straight into, and that'll sort of delay streams for me. And then other times it's just, being too busy at that time of the day, so that interrupts things. So I feel like it's a couple of different factors really. You posted your rat friend into Disco, so you can have a look later. Ah, got it. I'll definitely have a look. I think I just saw you on a notification pop up from you on Discord. Hi Cookie, how are you? Unofficial is like something random, just doodles and stuff, and official is something that is more, you guess, official, right? Okay. So yeah, it's sort of like if you don't have a planned stream, you just doodle, and then if you've got a certain piece you want to work on, that's sort of what you do. That makes sense actually. That looks cool. You're excited to see the final result? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a Ratty commission actually. So this is Lenny. Lenny is a wizard rat. This is Tremble. Tremble is a bit of a sleepy rat. And this is Twitch. So Twitch is a bit of a pirate rat. So yeah, I'll hopefully, bring out their personalities and make them shine. It's a commission for somebody, so one of my brother's friends. So he's super nice, and I want to make sure that he's really happy with this. When I'm done, you're good, woke up late, but maybe needed rest. Oh, well, yeah, that's usually, your body usually tells you when you need some good rest. That's for sure. There she is again. Maybe my vibe and kindness can cheer you up. Oh no, I hope something bad hasn't happened on your during your day today. That doesn't sound good. You've still kept my piece Nuclear Girl on hold out of respect for me. You feel that finishing it off when I'm not on is a disservice to me, so you'll only start it when I'm there. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Dark Guy. This weekend was like, it was crazy. I literally had no time. I was just, you know, out from this place to that place. It was crazy. Hi, Fluid Hunter, you're back. So happy to see you again. That's great. Yeah, you were here only for a while before we ended the last stream. You said you'd be back. So yeah, today we're continuing on with this commission. Hopefully I'll, you know, if I can at least, I think, get one rat done or semi-done, yeah, I'll be really happy with my progress. But I wanna at least make some decent progress, you know? Lots and lots of little fur strands that I need to draw. Because this is an A3 piece, it's gonna have a bit more detail, but I didn't want to make it A2 because then I can't, you know, add a lot of detail into it, so had to make sure I make it an A3 so I can properly render these little details. Can you guys still hear music or has it stopped? I feel like the music has stopped for me. There we go. At least it's back on now, so that's good. Yeah, it's crazy how smart these little guys are. I saw a video of what looked like a homeless guy training up a couple of rats. At least he looked like a homeless guy, but man, he had so much love for his pet rats. And it was just adorable to see how much time he put into training them, you know. They're so smart, really. Why do you need cheering up? Still Wi-Fi issues? Oh no! You were worried too, but she's a tough cookie. You'll give the kidnappers some. Wait, what? What kidnappers? Oh, you thought I was so busy I got kidnapped. Right, right. Well, I hope you fixed your Wi-Fi issues, Ian. Hard times for so many of us. Let us know if you could help. Yeah, definitely do, Ian. That also means you can't buy the scooter. Wait, what scooter? A lot happened. Wi-Fi problem is not fixed and they announced that everything will close until 18th of January. That means no paycheck for Kalida until Feb, so you're a bit down because you want to stream tonight too. Let's see how that goes. Oh no, that is so terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Yeah, hopefully things do go better. Hopefully, you know, you can do pretty well with streaming and, you know, maybe your store starts bringing in a little bit of extra money on the side. That'll be good, you know. I know that's never like a massive income, but at least it's something, you know. Lets you buy some art supplies on the side still to keep things going. And hey, at least on the positive side, I guess that means you and Kalida will, you know, get to spend a bit of time together. Mr. E, how are you? Glad to see you on here as well. Living paycheck by paycheck, so yeah, let's hope you sell some Etsy stuff. Did not sell anything in the past 1.5 weeks. Glad you have a small commission, every bit helps. Yeah, definitely, that's great, you know. Good job on getting that commission as well. But yeah, what a horrible time, right before Christmas, right? I mean, damn, that's terrible. Old Bold Brash, hi, how are you? How have you been? Been a while since I saw you around. Well, it's been a while since I streamed actually, so it wasn't just you being absent, it's actually been me. Cause yeah, I think I skipped like 5 days of streaming last week, so yeah, it was pretty crazy. Pretty intense. So how was your weekend? You've been struggling. Oh no, that's not good. I've been really good. Yeah, I had a super awesome weekend, a busy one. Lots of Christmas shopping over the weekend, you know, and yeah, just hanging out with family. We had to put up the Christmas tree together. So a lot of unboxing things, cleaning things. Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, and you plan to buy some Christmas presents because last year that was not possible either because you did not have a job then. Now you have it, but it's not smart. Your hotel plan for next year is gone too now. Hotels are open, but it's too expensive. Oh no, that's not good. You really do appreciate the way I add those textures and shades to the drawings with my magic pencil. Oh, Dark Guy, thank you, thank you. Could I check your message? It was perfectly harmless, no evil words in there. Sorry, Absent, I didn't actually see any message pop up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm truly sorry. I didn't see that. If it's got no bad words or anything, feel free to just like retype it. I don't know, but it didn't show up. I'm so sorry. Really makes the art more lively. Yeah. I hope so. You know, that is the idea. Glad to hear I had a nice weekend. Thank you. Yeah, it's been, you know, really busy time. My sister and her boyfriend and my boyfriend and my whole family are gonna have like a cook-off this weekend where all of us have to, you know, prepare our own dish and then, yeah, sort of like a cooking contest or something like that. So that'll be super exciting. First time that all of us are taking part as well. Hi Kisorka, how are you? It was super awesome getting to raid your daughter the other day. I know that I couldn't quite understand when she was, you know, not speaking English, but I still really loved watching her stream. VPN being boring? Oh no, that's no good. It's super fun, Old Bold Brash. I'm really looking forward. Not usually big on cooking, but as long as it's like a fun family thing, that's a little bit, you know, a little bit better. You don't know what's the issue with your message, but maybe review my mod settings. Yeah, probably. To be honest, I don't even know how to fix the mod settings at this point because a couple of times they're like really weird with what messages they decide to filter out, so not sure. You know, right? That's one of the things you wish to learn and apply to your art. Your drawings, good as they may be, are a bit plain. You asked Vivi for some advice too. You plan on getting those tips once your upcoming art is complete. That sounds great, Dorikin, and also, you know, super great that you're taking part in her, you know, drawing homework things. You know, that's a great way to learn and be inspired continuously. That's for sure. Yeah, she really gave you guys a tricky contest with those skeletons the other day. I was I was so surprised how well some of you guys did. I went through that and was like, damn, you guys are really, really pushing it. And like, even she said, damn, this is hard, you know. That was a surprise for her. Nice surprise. Oh, really? I'm so glad. Keep trying and pushing yourself, buddy. You will get there, guaranteed. Yeah, for sure. Definitely will. No problem for you, you know. As long as you stay dedicated, you know, you're pushing out of your comfort zone. Because if you keep, like, you know, making art that's easy, you'll never really learn. But if you struggle, that's a good sign that you're, you know, pushing outside of that comfort zone. And I find whenever I feel like I'm not really making any progress, what I really like to do is save some of my older work, and then on days that I'm feeling really down, I'll pull out some of that older work and you know, just compare the things that I've learned. You know, maybe write a list down of things that you feel you've really improved on, you know. I really like that, so I do that from time to time, you know. Especially helpful if you feel demotivated and you're struggling with art block or something, you know. Just go through your old work and have a look. So I also need to try, obviously once I start rendering this properly, I'm gonna start adding in the individual patches as well, you know. Gotta make sure they're recognizable the way that they are. That's also something that, you know, really color will help a lot with, so not too crucial, but I just want to add the darkness, you know, if they've got a dark black patch, I want to make sure that that's obvious, you know, in the graphite stage as well. What would you guys say is one of the pieces you've learned the most on? Like, of late, obviously. You know, if you had to pick a piece that you feel you learned a lot on just that single piece. Like, for me, I think one of the recent pieces that I learned the most on was my Welcome to Earth alien painting, the one I did in acrylics. You know, it was the first piece that I did a full proper background on. First piece I finished in traditional paint. And yeah, I think I learned a whole lot about acrylic paint and yeah, just about rendering a background with that one. So I would say that that piece really pushed me beyond my comfort zone. So yeah, what are some pieces that you guys feel has really pushed you to the next level? I really want to do a piece like that again, you know, that I feel pushes me beyond where I am currently, because I grew so much while working on that, and I really want to just, you know, feel that kind of growth again, I think. Can you ask what's the time in my country, just for the imagine of difference between us? At the moment, it's 12:46 a.m. Kisorka. So yeah, it's pretty late, but I tend to go until, like, you know, super late in the evening. So no command for that. I'm not sure exactly what that command does. What's it meant to do? It's vampiric hours at Nekaki's place now? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind. I like to stay up late. Probably shouldn't, but oh well. I just find that, you know, I'm most alert at night, I think. It's when I feel most able to create good work, so probably because I'm more attuned at this time, you know, being awake at this time, I don't know. It's the best time? Yeah, exactly, right? You can add a command that'll tell your current local time. Ah, got it. I should look into that. I didn't know that. So does that tell the streamer's time for everybody else, or does that tell um, like the other person's time? Did you understand that right? 6 a.m.? No, it's 12:48 a.m. So 12:48 a.m. You were laughing with Viola, saying you're glad you're not the only Australian who's up at this time making art. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm even worse. I stream at this time, you know? That's like a bit nuts, but I'm so glad you're also up, you know? You make me feel not too weird. So it's also nice having another Australian up at this hour, so definitely. We can't let the Europeans and the Americans have all the fun, can we? We've got to join in. So I'm making the fur on his little arms just slightly smaller, you know, because they're super fine and adorable. And your outfit too light for nightwear, just you? Really? What's wrong with my outfit? Your light makes it look like daytime though. Yeah, probably. I've got really good bright lights in here, so yeah, I need it to be nice and bright, not just for the stream, but also for drawing, you know? So I've got 3 lights, and then I've got a bunch of overhead lights as well. You just want to know, because of streams, if it's possible to catch them. Got it, no worries. Yeah, definitely. I hope that's been helpful. But yeah, thank you so much, Kasorka, for you know, stopping by. Really appreciate that. I am so excited to go shopping with my brother tomorrow. It's been a while since we, you know, went shopping together. You don't know, the outfit gives you some country vibes, which by the way is not bad at all. I hate country, actually. Like, not country themed stuff, but just the music. I hate country music. Yeah. So as long as it's not country music, And that's totally fine. Hope there's no country music fans I've offended here, so... nothing wrong with your outfit, it's actually real cute. I read your messages in the wrong order. Right, okay, got it. Not a fan of country either. Well, that's good to know. Good to know. A lot of people hate country music. You don't mind it though, but no, it's nothing to do with country music. Got it. To be honest, I don't actually find played like this pattern to be country at all. To me, it's more like more reminiscent of like a Scottish pattern, if anything. It's not intended to be country, but if it's interpreted that way, I don't really find offense to that because, yeah, as I said, I don't mind being related to country, just not country music. That's all. Never country music for sure. Yeah, definitely. I also don't really like rap. Like, I can sort of deal with rap if it's like, if it's part of a good song that I really like, I don't mind it. But if it's just rap on its own, it has to be really good before I'll, listen to it. So the wrong order happens a lot. Twitch chat is different sometimes for streamers compared to viewers because, well, we are pinging from all over the world. Yeah, that happens. I also find that it actually sometimes doesn't send people's messages. And then I read one and then I try to find the previous one, but it's just not there. So that happens. But you don't know, you just like the theme of it. Maybe there is a farmer in you. Maybe. You also don't like classic country, but there's really good folk and Americana out there. I do like folk music, That's good. I've always been a fan of some good folk music. Always gotta do something with trucks that country music. The only acceptable country music is John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads. That one's not bad, but I think that's because it's a classic, Yeah, I have room to accept that. Like, as long as there's some of those, good classics, I can deal with it. But yeah, I definitely won't be putting any country music on, that's for sure. Not a massive fan. You just told me to help clarify. You don't know. You don't like confusing people. That song in the scene from Kingsman 2, you cry every time you watch it. Wait, what song in Kingsman 2? Isn't Kingsman 2 that, like, sort of magic kind of show? Not magic, but like, don't they have like a, what do they call it? Like a chip or something that they put into people and it makes everybody go crazy and kill each other, I think? You guys might have a good laugh if you could understand South African country music. Really? Don't know too much South African country music or South African music in general, actually. I do know a lot of European music because, yeah, I used to learn a lot of European languages, and so I kind of just go around yeah, looking for good European music, because I find that when I listen to that while I'm learning a language, it really helps me, you know, I guess learn how to understand how they pronounce words and things. So I'd always try and download music just so it keeps ticking in my brain even when I'm not learning, and I found that it really helps me yeah, speed up the process of learning a new language. Stream sound had frozen on your end. Oh no, I think that's just you though. With your terrible VPN. What languages do I know? I mean, it depends to what extent you mean, Robin. Like, you know, I don't know when you can really truly say that you know a language. I would say that most of my languages I can speak at a kid's level, but nothing, you know, nothing further than that. So I can speak, or you can say I can speak it, but you know, I'm not obviously just at a kid's level. So I can make myself understood in French and German pretty decently. I know enough Spanish that I can understand it, but as soon as I have to start, you know, speaking it, it's a bit harder. I don't really know how to express myself in Spanish in the same way, so that's a bit more of a struggle, but I can definitely understand it, probably because of the overlapping words that it's got with French, I would say. And it also requires the speaker to, you know, speak very, very slowly. I was really good with French at some point. I could understand their news, so I'd listen to the French radio just for hours every day to try and practice that. And I was really good at it. And then, you know, I went to uni and I got real busy and I didn't practice it anymore. So yeah, I got a bit lazy, I suppose. Or well, I just didn't have the same amount of time. I had to focus on studying art, so or well, graphic design. So yeah, it's yeah, I got a bit rusty. So now, yes, it's much harder for me to you know, understand it when it's spoken. It has to be slow, otherwise I fall behind. Actor Mark Strong in Kingsman: The Gold Circle, he sings Country Roads when his character sacrifices himself. Ah, I didn't know that. That would have, what would have hit deep? Oh, the singing. That's impressive. Well, I hope so. I hope so, you know. I really enjoyed learning languages. I started learning Russian, and you know, a lot of people say that learning, you know, a new writing of another language is quite confusing. Personally, I find it easier because when you're learning a language like German or French, you have to unlearn bad habits. So you have to unlearn that, you know, the R sound is not the same, you know, as you see it, as you would understand that to be in English. So you have to essentially make different connections of what C, R, A, and B, and all those other, you know, letters are. Whereas if you're presented with, say, the Russian alphabet, the only thing you really need to do is connect that, you know, that symbol or glyph with that sound. And I don't know, I find that a lot easier. I wish you could stay longer, but you need some rest. Have fun streaming. No worries, Ian. I really hope things go better for you both. I'll keep you guys, you know, in mind, definitely. English is the only language you know other than your native ones. You understand Japanese thanks to anime. You have Japanese, Spanish, German, and Russian on your to-do list. Oh, that sounds super awesome. I have a feeling the music stopped again. Not sure why. Oh, it started back up. That's good. You're German and you have to tell us that it's not worth it. Germans will never talk to people from abroad in German, and in the rest of the world it's useless. Besides torturing children, really? Well, absent the actual reason I learned German was not to communicate with Germans, it was more just because I love the language. So, yeah, I wanted to be able to read, you know, German stories, listen to German music, be able to understand it. It's not at all for travel that I learned it. So, yeah, it's whether Germans are gonna care to talk to me in German, that's not an issue. I actually have you know, a couple of German friends who do converse with me, and I had a German pen pal. We don't really write anymore because we got busy and grown up and everything, so. But yeah, I have a German pen pal, so. The language which you have gotten into were French at a young age, Spanish, and Japanese. I love Japanese, I think it sounds so beautiful. That's awesome. Have you watched Heroes as well, the series? There was this one superhero called Hero, and he used to be able to time travel. And yeah, I really like him. I love the way he talks. You were learning just a few greetings in Russian. You tried Duolingo for a bit, but that was too difficult for you. Oh, really? Have you tried the book Russian in 3 months? I really like those Russian in 3 months or just in 3 months language books. They're really, really good at yeah, teaching you the structure of a language, or at least that's what I found. Oh, you were just joking? Right. When you hear German, the feeling or word discipline pops in mind. Probably because Germans are really, you know, organised individuals and an organised culture, I think. Nostalgia? You've watched it? Oh, it's a stereotype. There's no discipline in Germany. Maybe you had it before the war. Probably, yeah. I guess it's more, you know, I guess all the stereotypes just don't fall away, I suppose. Obviously, you know, nowadays the lines are, you know, blurred a lot more between countries, so we're not all that different anymore. But there are some, you know, cultural aspects that still show through. You don't think you've seen those books, you'll have to check them out. Yeah, that's pretty much, when I start a new language, that's how I like to go about it, because yeah, the first thing that those books teach you is the alphabet, and then they teach you the grammar and the pronouns, and once you know that, you have the foundation you need to go ahead and learn vocabulary and everything else, you know. So I really like the way that they start you off with all the tools you need to keep teaching yourself from there on forwards. So they'll always be my favourite. You know. And obviously you don't have the luxury to learn every language with them, because, you know, some less common languages won't have those. But yeah, it's got French in 3 months, German in 3 months, Spanish, Russian, pretty much all the ones that I've wanted to learn. So. Blurred lines. Ask the astronauts aboard the International Space Station if they see any lines on the Earth below. Yeah, I guess so. No blurred lines from up there, right? Need to get all of the little fingers done. They're so cute. Aren't rat hands just the most adorable little things you'd ever seen? They're so tiny. So, so tiny. Germans aren't even able to form lines like the English do. For example, in England, people form perfect lines within a moment as if they secretly rehearsed it. In Germany, it's more the zombie apocalypse approach. You don't have lines, you have bad-tempered crowds and survival of the fittest. Oh, you meaning like lines to wait into, like at the shopping mall and stuff? Really? That sounds strange. You all do not want to come to China, that's all I can say. I'm sure China has the worst. I can totally imagine, and yeah, I don't want to go to China, I'm so sorry. For numerous reasons, but I'm happy just staying in Australia, actually, especially now. Don't want to get stuck someplace else and not be able to return home. I think, you know, it's pretty awesome that we're so isolated from everything else going on. I feel very lucky. If a bus comes, you'll have to be an angry crowd fighting tooth and nail to be there first. What? How? Why on earth is it like that? That's crazy. That's so weird. It definitely isn't like that here, you know. I mean, people do rush, but they won't like push and shove in front of each other to be first. That's for sure, at least not where I am. But yeah. Sorry, but the land you would love to explore nature in all parts of the world, actually. Yeah, China does have some, you know, beautiful nature, that's for sure. I'd love to go see the pandas. That would be so cool. There's a zoo where you can actually cuddle and play with them, and they had like requests for volunteers, so you had to feed the pandas, and I would so have loved to go, you know, take the job where all I do all day is clean up and feed pandas. But I don't have the experience for that, and it would mean I'd have to leave Australia for China, you know, and I don't know. Who would do that? Definitely not me. It's been like that since you're around, so you always have to laugh if you people talk about German discipline. Yeah, I'm sure there's like quite a few stereotypes flying around that you just laugh at, you know? I think it's like that with every country, really, you know? I mean, I get a lot of people thinking, you know, that Australia is one way and it's entirely different. And then I'm just like, where on earth did you hear about that? Because this is definitely not the case. But yeah. Especially my friends in the States, like my family and relatives. I hear the craziest things from them. Especially like they hear things on the news and then they think, oh, that's what's going on in Australia. But it's really not. You know, you can't believe everything you hear on the news. Sometimes they think we're really uncivilized and I just laugh, especially because some of the people commenting things like that are from third world countries, and it's just like, yeah, that's not what happens over here. So yeah, it's just pretty crazy what you hear on the news at times is so different. Well, thank you for the follow, Splork. Really appreciate that. That's a pretty interesting name. Gotta get going. You really like the drawing though. Thank you, Old Bold Brash. I hope I see you again soon. Have a nice rest of your day. That's quite a reality check. Sounds like it's much like where you're from, so you think it would fit right. Oh, you think you would fit right in anyway. Yeah. Hard to believe, but Germans are actually human too. Oh, well, good to know. I actually think Chinese work really hard. I have a couple of Asian friends here, and they say that if you work in China, it's really competitive. You have to work super hard and long hours and for little pay. At least it depends where you're working. So yeah, it's I think they work really, really hard. Because he said, you know, once he came to Australia, it was crazy for him how little Australians actually worked in comparison to Asians. So yeah. I think these 3 rats are going to take me quite a while to finish up, but I'm getting there with this one, you know. I said that I just want to be able to at least get 1 rat finished tonight, so I'm very happy. I'm seeing good progress, and that's good. Whereabouts are you from, Splork? I was pretty amazed, you know, before I really made friends with my my friend from China. So obviously, you know, I'd met Asians, but not a lot of people who had just, you know, moved straight from China to Australia. Usually they were Asians who'd been here or grown up here for a while. So he was the first one I met that, you know, had some experience actually living there. And yeah, I didn't know that they didn't have Instagram, they don't have Facebook, they don't have YouTube. They have their own stuff. I think it's called Weibo, I'm pretty sure. So they use that instead of Facebook, and yeah, it's crazy. They don't know the internet like we do, and it's all censored by the government. I don't like that, so I would never like to live in a place like China. You can vouch for that. Work and study in China is hectic stuff. Can also be chilled. Children do get about 2 hours playtime, at least in this city. It is the high scholars who have it hard. Ah, well that's good that kids at least get to, you know, to play a lot, because it's an important part of growing up. But yeah, definitely, I've heard that it's quite intense. So if you want a job, it's apparently very competitive. think that they're really after hiring Westerners as well for some reason. I don't know if they just like the different way of working. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if Westerners would be used to working at that level. If it's so competitive, I don't know why you would want to go work there. You're rather gonna, just settle in your own country and take it easy. I would. Unless I guess they're doing it for better pay, that makes sense, but I think a lot of Chinese cities are also quite modern, so maybe they like that modern life. Yeah, you're happy because you live in freedom. You love Chinese architecture and nature and other stuff, but not dictature. Yeah, I think China has so much beautiful history as well, and such strong cultural history if you really want to experience that, and good food as well. But I would be so worried about ordering food in China because in Australia, we have really high health restrictions for food places. So essentially, if you order food in Australia, you know that it's safe for the most part. But in places like China, like the other day I found out that they use their sewage to make cooking oil in some places. I'm sure it's not real common, but it's common enough that they have a problem with it. So yeah, that was awful. Crazy. Yeah, I feel really bad for the people who live there, and the government doesn't give them a lot of choice or freedom or anything. So it seems like a pretty oppressive way to live. What, really? Yeah, Robin. If you Google cooking oil and China, you'll definitely find an article. I don't know how common it is. Like I said, sometimes you hear these things and they're not really common. But yeah, it apparently does happen. I don't think it's just isolated to China. I think it happens in a lot of third world countries. But obviously it's a bit of a bigger issue in China. So yeah, I just would not order food there. I would just make sure I order my own, make my own food while I'm there. Your country was under dictatorship for 20 years and it was hard times. You don't remember it, you were a kid, but your parents and others remember, and that wasn't nice times. Yeah, I'm sure. It's not nice when, the government sort of rules the people and they don't have freedom of art, freedom of speech and everything. Damn, you had no idea. Gutter oil. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's called something like that. It's crazy. And yeah, that's the main reason I would never order food in China. I'm sorry. I'm probably a bit of an overreacting person, but it just scares me. Sorry everyone, you think it's better to stop discussing China now, trust me. Why exactly is that? Just too many things to complain about, or what is it? There's a lot of good things about China as well, and I think they're really improving, obviously, a lot of their copyright stuff as well, so. Oh, Lily Ratchild! Welcome! You're just the person to join here for the rats. You're just in the right place. You've come for the rats? No. Yeah, I love rats. Totally love rats. But why? We're talking not about just China. There are more countries that were under dictatorship, not just China. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's countries that are still like that, isn't it? I think it's Peru or some kind of South American country is still like run by dictatorship. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I mean, it's not the people's fault. It's not the people's fault who are there. I've spoken to a lot of Asians and they don't want it to be that way, you know, they want it to be different. They just don't have a lot of say over it in some, you know, some cases. Yeah, Venezuela, I think. Yeah. Sorry, had a work call on Bluetooth and LA traffic was loud, but you heard about cooking oil and you don't know why you made that out of everything. So we were talking about the gutter oil or something they're using as cooking oil in China. But it's not just China, it's, I know it happens in South Africa, it happens in a lot of different African countries as well. So it's not isolated to China, I just read that was happening in China and I was actually pretty shocked that it would happen in a country like China, so yeah. Didn't think it would happen there. That's all, you know. Like I would kind of expect that from South Africa or like other African countries, but definitely not from China. But yeah, that was a bit of an eye-opener. You run into the stream and you hear a woman confess her true love for rats and dictatorship. I wouldn't say I'm confessing my love for dictatorship, Adam, but definitely rats are great. Rats are great. Let's just stick with rats. You know, if it's like a rat dictatorship, that's fine, but yeah. Mentioning the country's name could bring the attention of their online spy, so if you want to stay clear of that, then try keep it to a minimum. Well, how exactly are Chinese spies gonna give me a problem? Because like I don't really care, to be honest. So where are you from, Kasurka? Kasurka is from a Slavic country. You're not joking, sorry? Forget it gets carried away. Sorry, Mystery, I'm not quite sure I follow. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about China's spies. I don't think they'd be too interested in me, you know? And if they are, they don't have any jurisdiction in Australia, so they can do whatever they please. I don't really care to be, you know, concerned with China when I'm in Australia. Don't really have any plans to ever move there, so oh, you're neighbors, are you guys? Really? That's great. We've been making so much progress on these Ratty's fur, you know. I'll probably be right back, guys. I'll just go grab a drink and then I will be right back. So I'll leave the stream on for you guys. Sorry guys, I've come back, gotten a nice drink. Sorry, gotta go. Charlie's crying and you're not helping enough here? What do you mean helping enough? Please just steer clear of discussing China, trust you. Wish the best of days to all of you. You have no idea what's going on with China? Well, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to I didn't mean to offend any Chinese people. You know, I've got nothing against Chinese citizens themselves at all. It's mostly just, yeah, feeling sorry for them at how the country is being run at times. Elmendi, hello, how are you? Glad to have you here on the stream. Please feel free to introduce yourself. So what is going on with the rat? Is he blind? This one? No, this one's not blind. So yeah, this is a commission for someone. It's his pet rats. Sadly, they passed away. So this here is Lenny. Lenny is a wizard rat because he's old and wise. So I decided to give him a mace and make him a wizard. This here is Tremble, and Tremble is very sleepy. So I gave him a plush toy to cuddle and, you know, a sleeping cat as well. And this here is Twitch. So Twitch is not blind, but Twitch's ear got bitten off by Tremble at one point. So I decided to make Twitch a pirate rat, you know, I thought it would be fitting. So yeah, the guy is really happy with where the drawing is headed. I showed him the planning sketch earlier today. So yeah. The pirate's rat name is Twitch. Yes, Twitch. Like, Twitch the platform. Is he a family man? Wait, who? The rat? All three of your rats are old, but very stupid. Aww. Well. I'm glad that they're, you know, still sticking around and keeping you good company. Rats are so smart and awesome, you know. You can teach them a lot. A slightly darker shade on the eye patch and Twitch would look like he has cool shades on. Still adds to his naughty personality though. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I can see what you mean. Definitely. You don't know, you imagine them like a family. The pirate rat as the father, the sleepy rat as the kid, and the rat with the stick as the mother. I can see that, yeah, definitely can see that. But no, it's not really what's happening. They're just his three pet rats, so Lenny on here is actually the eldest. Has the ear thingy happened in real life? Did your brother's friend tell you that? Yeah, it actually happened. He did actually chomp off like a piece of the other rat's ears, so yeah, it's a bit sad, but you know, he didn't seem to mind too much, so. Love my shirt. It's actually a dress, so, but thank you. Everybody says it looks like it's a country clothing, you know. You're from Colombia and you think that I'm really talented. Thank you, Elmendi, and welcome. Glad to have a Colombian on here. Glad that you found my Twitch account as well, you know. Always happy to have people from all over the world chiming in. The more the merrier. The more diverse the cooler, and the more interesting the conversations, right? You know something, that's right, your dress matches with your painting behind you. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Definitely does match. Thank you for the follow, Marina Sky. Really appreciate that. Do feel free to introduce yourself or, tell us a bit about what kind of art you like to make, tell us where you're from. Colombia. The coffee is great there? I'm sure, definitely. You didn't say that, you think it has more of a grungy flair. It wasn't just you, Absinthe, it was actually everybody else. Quite a few people have said that it looks country, but yeah, I thought that it looks more grungy than country. But I don't know, most people probably see this as country clothing. I don't mind though. The light gives your skin a yellowish tone, like the hay on the painting. Yeah, I've got really yellow lights in here, so I think during the day the lighting changes a bit more, but yeah, at night is really, really yellow. So I have to start pulling up a couple of those pictures, but I don't have them here at the moment. So I'll have to add the color in tomorrow. Basically, I just want to get the fur there, and then tomorrow I can keep going and add some more color, add different patches to his fur. You're from the US, 20, you do digital art, still learning though, and you want to practice more traditional art as well. You play video games too, but nice to meet me. I seem really sweet. Oh, Marina, thank you. What video games do you play? I play games too, so yeah, always good to have some, gamers on here to chat with. I need to encourage more of you guys to add me on Steam because, once I want to do multiplayer, I really want to be able to have some of you guys join me for sure. What kind of traditional art are you looking to get into? Watercolor or acrylics, or what are you most interested in? You heard I had paper mail delays for watercolor paper. Have I tried watercolor on mixed media paper? No, Sky Zero, I don't have mixed media paper. The closest I have is my Bristol paper, but that's A4. So yeah, I haven't really had delays. I just haven't really ordered A3 watercolor paper. So I need to place the order tonight if I want this. I want to be able to do this on watercolor paper, then I need to place that order tonight. I have ordered A4 watercolor paper, but I really need to do this on A3. I want to get all that detailing, It's always good to have yellow lights on at night. The blue spectrum in white light messes with our circadian rhythm, like how blue light filters help produce stress on eyes. Oh, well, that's good to know then. At least I'm ticking one of the boxes for sure. Have I ever played Plague Tale? No, Bibs, I have not. What is that about? Do inform me. Do I ever do gaming streams? No, I don't. I'm more of an art streamer really. I don't really have much to offer as a gaming streamer, so I'm not particularly amazing as a gamer. I'm not particularly entertaining as a gamer, so don't really do gaming streams. But I do art streams, so light complements me because I have red lipstick too. Otherwise, if I go near yellow light, we all look like we need vitamins and fast. That's true, you know, especially now with COVID, all of us staying inside. Although not much has changed for me, I've really just stayed inside since forever, you know. It's like I knew COVID was coming, so I just prepped and got used to that lifestyle ahead of time, you know. Didn't really change much for me. You know, I already had a freelance job at home, so I was already used to the whole work from home life. It can be quite hectic, you know. Working from home is not all it's talked up to be, that's for sure. You hate that you can't go to the mountain anymore. Why can't you go to the mountain? Why would that be an issue with COVID? As long as you're going on your own, I don't see why that's an issue. Oh, lockdown? Right, yeah. You were minimizing your belongings and you were looking for solutions like using Strathmore mixed media board that can take acrylic, watercolor or gouache ink and dry media. If it fares well, you think you will stop using watercolor paper. Right, well that makes sense, Sky Zero, but I really do want to use actual watercolor paper because I'm really fussy about getting that beautiful blending, and I just don't think you're going to get that on mixed media paper. You love it and you think passion for games is the most important thing. You'd rather watch a passionate gamer with no skills than a person playing like a machine but having zero personality. That's fair enough, Absinthe. I mean, I'm not, you know, totally against doing a gaming stream. I just feel like there's a lot of people who are really good at it, probably better than me, and I sort of feel like leaving it to them, you know. Doing what I'm good at is art, so yeah, but if I were to do a gaming stream, it would definitely be something like Dead by Daylight or Pacify. You know, I'd really love to do a Pacify stream with one of you guys, or all of you guys if you have it. You have to leave. It was nice popping into a stream for a bit. Hope I have a good night or day. Well, Lily Ratty Child, thank you so much for joining in. I'm so glad to have met you, and on a very fitting stream as well. You have really strict lockdown there. Whereabouts are you from, Adam? You wouldn't do that, Sky Zero. No mixed media paper will ever match a good watercolor board like Archie's. Totally agree, Absinthe. I couldn't second that any more than that. You can try. I will show you. I'll show you the reason why I don't think it's going to work. So I'll give you two reasons. Number one, this sort of effect, you're not going to be able to blend a lot of water. The paper is just not going to take it. You know, it's not going to let you rework it as well. Really good watercolor paper lets you blend and blend and blend over and over and over. I have even bought proper watercolor paper and been disappointed, so you won't be able to get that done. You'll also see how this paper buckles. So this is a good mixed media paper, but it just can't handle the amount of wash I want to add to it. It's really good if you're doing a simple illustration like this, but as soon as you want to add more wash, it just doesn't work. And I knew that when I started this. I just didn't have watercolor paper lying around, and I really wanted to give that a go. So it was my own mistake, but it's okay. I'll redo that piece. Bloodborne stream then? Wait, I don't have Bloodborne. Sorry. 100% cotton, 350 pounds. Ah, well, I mean, I don't know, Sky Zero. If it really says it'll do well, then maybe, but I don't know. I just have my doubts. Just go for some training on the rooftop and run close by. Yeah, it's definitely very limiting to try and do exercise during lockdown, isn't it? Pacify looks awesome. It does, isn't it, Robin? I've played it with my sister. But I wish more of you guys would have it, and then I could, you know, join you guys on a bit of a match, because I've never finished it before. I really need more friends to play with. It's super creepy. Eventually you get these dolls who chase you around the house, so yeah. Adding it to your wish list? Awesome! Hopefully soon I can play with you. You think someone really likes gas masks? You in the Czech Republic have just half a lockdown. You mean you can go to the nature or meet a few people and shops are open, but today your government will say how it will be for the next days. Have you got a second lockdown coming? Ours got lifted a while back. It was apparently a false alarm, so they thought that we had COVID again here in Adelaide, because they thought somebody at some pizza factory had COVID, but then they found out they didn't, and so it was a false alarm. And so they lifted our COVID lockdown, luckily. But they said that they'd be more strict around Christmas, so we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, you'll be testing and comparing Strathmore Series 500 mixed media board versus the Archies rough, cold, hot and cold 300-pound blocks. Well, do let us know how your tests fare, definitely. On the other hand, you could use hot pressed Archies for mixed media. If you had to limit yourself to one type for everything, you'd like to do that. Yeah, I think I would go the same route. Like, you know, having a paper that's able to take acrylic and oil and things is one thing, but I would rather have that watercolor blending if I had to choose something. Lewis does everything. Thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that. Feel free to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, or tell us what kind of art you like to make, what mediums you like to use. All the ratsies are looking beyond adorable. We don't deserve such cuties. I know. Ratties are just too special for humankind, right? You had here from spring lockdown for several times, but only one time full with closed small shops and no going out and no meeting people. People here are really angry because of closing pubs. Yeah, I'm sure people are getting really frustrated. It's been like that here, but it didn't affect the numbers how they hoped it would, so there's another hard lockdown from Wednesday until January 10th. Oh wow, that's like a whole month. That's crazy. How many cases do you have in Germany, Absinthe? Yeah, you're trying to simplify the art materials you have. Why is that, Sky Zero? Not enough storage room, or are you like, what's the reason for that? You know, you read it. You're expecting today what your government will say. Well, I hope for you guys that it'll be good news, but the most important thing is staying safe, so I hope that whatever it is, it'll be something that's the most helpful. That's what I'll say. How far are they with that COVID vaccine anyways? So I haven't heard much more about that. Oh, thank you so much for this sub, Hovanes. Really appreciate that. How come Streamlabs get subbed? You know, You'll be moving after COVID is over, less expensive, easier to choose, and not overwhelmed with too much choice. Got it, got it. Okay, right. Yeah, it can be overwhelming, can't it? I find the only reason for me is, I don't like whenever I'm switching over to a new medium. I find that frustrating. So as long as I know, what I'm trying to look for, that's fine. I don't mind having it in part of my, list of resources, I guess. But I don't like when I want to buy a new material and there's so many options and I don't know what I want. Um, and then you end up spending a lot of money trying this and that, and nothing really works the way that you want, That's frustrating. You don't know the exact number, but every day there are 28,000 to 30,000 new cases compared to the 5,000 new cases you had during the first lockdown. Are you serious? That's insane. Damn. That's crazy. That's like a landslide. Oh my goodness. I don't even think we had that many cases in Australia. Wow. That's insane. No, I think we only had like a couple thousand at most over here. You have to go. You didn't expect to be live. Damn, you're indeed bad at timing. Back to work. Bye, people. No worries, Adam. See you soon, and thanks for chiming in. You mean important is that people must be responsible to each other. Here you have to wear masks only in interiors, and most people wear masks under the nose. This is how they have no mask. Oh. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, doing a complete lockdown where they don't even go out is much more effective than letting people go out with masks. But, I know a lot of countries don't like having the lockdowns. I know it's not great, but, there's no way you're gonna stop it if you don't. That's the problem. Gotta do something. So many cases. You have maybe 6,000. Well, that's a lot better, Kisoka. Yeah, sounds like it's terrible in Germany, doesn't it? When you were trying different mediums, you'd go for the smaller sizes like 12-pack, Derwent color, pencils or brushes, introductory packages, or primary 3-color black and white. That's useful, definitely. I think my main struggle has been like what material to draw onto. So I really struggled trying to find the best painting surface for myself. So I now draw on gesso board, paint on gesso board, which is what this is done behind me. And I'm really, really happy with gesso board. I hated canvas. I hated how, when I touched the canvas with my brush, it would sort of, I think flex a little bit. I don't know if that's just bad quality or what, but I didn't like that. I also didn't like it having so much texture, so I experimented and eventually I found out that I really, really liked board. It does have downsides. It's really tricky to work with when you start because it's hard to get the paint to stick onto it because it doesn't have as many grooves. So you really have to add a lot of layers when you're working on gesso board in comparison to, working on canvas. But I really prefer it. And the same now, I'm trying to find a watercolor paper that's really smooth, and I'm really happy using my Bristol paper, but it just doesn't lend itself well to watercolor. So I'm now gonna make a switch. I'm gonna once my Archies watercolor papers arrive, I'm gonna give those a go. And that's thanks a lot to Absinthe for recommending that. So I'm really happy. Really happy that I have friends who've tried and tested things, Desi Gaming, how are you? I saw you were playing a game earlier. Noticed that on Discord. You're really hopeful you can survive the situation and you'll all be right again. Oh, because Germany has 80 million people. Yeah, it definitely has to be like, you know, relative to the population. You feel that pain for papers. You're doing the smallest size with different brands, loose paper pads and blocks. The thing is, loose paper is so expensive. I checked and it's like, what, almost $4 per paper. And then I'm paying barely much more for a whole pack, you know, so I've just decided to take the plunge and purchase the whole pack. Oh yeah, you were playing a little? Cool, cool. What were you playing? So I'm gonna give him some sort of punkish hair as well, because he's a bit of a rebel, you know? Wanna show that part of his personality, bring it to light. Oh, loose paper as in a pack of small paper, not glued, spiral or block. Ah, got it. World of Warcraft? Whoa, so do people still play that? I thought it's like pretty old by now. I played like some free version of World of Warcraft at some point, but I don't really think I ever played the main paid game, because I think that's pay to play or something. Don't you need a subscription for it? I think. Yeah, it's a monthly sub, right? You play mostly because of friends. Got it. Oh, thank you for gifting that sub to Bob Ross. Seriously, Bob Ross is in the channel. Thank you so much, Havanes. I really appreciate that. Glad that we get to have that extra emote. Now he can enjoy your lovely hamster emote too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Is that the Bob Ross or what is that? Yeah, it's his official channel here, I think. So is he in the chat? Cool. That is so awesome. So yeah, finally I have the fur essentially done. You know, I'll obviously work on it more because I need to add different patches depending on his character, so yeah, I need to get the reference pictures tomorrow because yeah, I'm gonna start adding in those different colored patches to make sure it really looks like Twitch. And then I'll start with the other two tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, you know, I can finish at least one more of these two. That'll be good. Yeah, it's his. Maybe you got the wrong one. Wait, what wrong one? Not as awesome as my artwork. Which thing? Wait, are you talking about Bob Ross? Bob Ross is pretty incredible actually, so really good at scenery. But yeah, I've never actually watched a Bob Ross stream, so I don't know what all the fuss is about. Apparently it's something you gotta see, so at some point I'm gonna have to make the time to rewatch one of those. Who here has watched a Bob Ross stream, by the way? You love watching him make artwork on Twitch, but like he never notices you. Well, I think you're just a little bit late to his live streams, Hovannes. That's probably why. You usually paint with Bob Ross's videos, and it's awesome how easily you can do a landscape with oils. That sounds great, yeah. You watched it when it was in KPBS? What exactly is that? He's a very relaxing, wise teacher of a well-refined painting technique for creating landscapes and learning how to paint. I gotta watch his stuff, really. Everybody has so much good things to say about him, and now I'm like, how have I never seen his work? Like, I've seen his paintings, but I haven't seen his streams, you know? He's a very relaxing, wise teacher. KPBS was the channel he was on while he was alive. Right, okay. You like his happy little clouds and his happy little trees? No. Yeah, it sounds like he's got an awesome mentality. So I gotta watch him at some point, you know? I'm probably gonna call it a day because I need to get some good sleep today, and I'll continue on tomorrow. So I'll have to find somebody we can raid, because yeah, I have an early day tomorrow, and I need to get these two done tomorrow as well. You do watch him from time to time. He has a way to just inspire you. Also, for those people who don't know, he has passed away. Yeah, he has, unfortunately. Truly seemed like a good man. It had a lot of seasons, so you could see him in the lower points of his life too. It's quite moving sometimes. Ah, got it. When you were a kid, you always were amazed. 20 minutes and the painting was done like magic. That's crazy, just 20 minutes? Oh, Hovannes, thank you for stopping by. I'm so sorry that I'm ending it so soon, but yeah, tomorrow's streams are going to be longer. Yeah, I really do need to get good rest. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule as well, so that's why I'm trying to be a bit mindful. So I will have a look and see who is currently streaming. Hopefully, you know, we can raid somebody. That would be good. So it looks like there's another traditional artist that's streaming, so we'll go give them a raid. Was nice Ratty time? Oh, thank you for the cheer, Beebs. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for stopping by as well. Hope I get to see all of you guys again soon. So I will start the raid, and I'll see you guys over there, because I'm gonna unwind for a bit as well. And then hopefully I can join you guys. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will really enjoy watching this guy's stream. He is super friendly as well. So yeah, I'll send you guys to Buttery Smooth's live stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you all have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And yeah, tomorrow we'll continue on with these two. But I'll see you soon. So bye guys!